Hello guys, welcome to another video of Carolina EDC. In this entitled video, we got the new RXM from Ruger. Now this is in collaboration with Ruger and Magpul, so pretty much is Glock 19 clone pistol at an affordable price with a lot of features, and I think it's going to be a great addition to the clone war out there that we have. Pretty much everybody's making out their own Glock version, being that the Gen 3 patent have been expired for many years now. Everybody's coming out with their own version, but I wanted to get my hands on this because they're very affordable for ones, and it has a lot of features that I think is gonna be more beneficial to you in the long run than the excuse me, your standard Glock 19. And what I'm saying by that is, one thing, for the price you get a lot for this gun here, and I'm sure Magpul in collaboration with Ruger, they're going to be offering different grip size and modules that is going to be inexpensive and versatile. In other words, many colors, different size for your needs or whatever you want to do with it. So the good thing about this is, just like the 6-hour P320 and the other family, they had a fire control insert, which is kind of the serialized part of this firearm, and that's what you're going to be able to change your grips and everything to different sizes, different colors, to accommodate whatever you want to use it for, or for concealed carry, for duty, whatever it may be. And another additional thing that they took from this, they were going to have a optic ready slide, which is going to be compatible to the RMR, the Delta, and the RMSC patterns. So it has to be the RMSC footprint optics, and they're going to mount directly into the slide with via little pins that you can move around and accommodate to whatever footprint optic you are using. Kind of similar to the Echelon Springfield, pretty much similar things, concept and everything, but that's going to give you more versatility or whatever options you have out there when it comes to optics, and you can mount it directly into the slide. And you have some steel sights, which are tritium in the front, black tie on the side, to be able to co-witness for your red dot, because it's going to sit slightly lower without a plate and everything. It's going to mount directly on here. Now, depending on which brand you get, sometimes you're going to get a little bit of gap. Now, I'm going to put an optic there, so I do have an optic coming for this, and I'm going to try it out on this as well, but we're going to shoot it with an optic today. And the cool thing about this, also it comes with 2 mags, and they are going to be Magpul, the P mags, 15 rounds capacity. And I'm sure they offer for restricted states out there, they only have 10. Now, everything is pretty much simple, just like a Gen 3. The only thing, you have a flat trigger, which is supposed to be better than your standard Glock, which I think it is not bad at all. And again, it's come a semi-flat trigger, and I think it's going to be well. Now, the magazine release is now reversible. It's only one side, being a Generation 3. You have a more vertical grip with a little more texture and everything. In my opinion, it's a little bit better than your standard Glock. Now, there's a concern that I have is about this grip. It's being short as it is as a Glock 19 size. This one needs, to me, it seems to be slightly shorter. And as you can see, my pinky is almost up in the grip, but it has a little bevel, or not bevel, but a ledge here, kind of almost like a magwell here, and a beaver, not beaver, but bevel, magwell type built into the grip, which is going to help you with the reloads, which is you know, a great addition, as well as the texture integrated beaver tail, which gets you a higher grip. Now, I don't have a Glock 19 with me to compare, but this one seems to be fitting just slightly shorter, so I'm concerned that the on the recoil I'm gonna get pinched with the magazine, but we'll see about that. You do have little ledges on both sides here with a little bit of texturing here for index, your finger, your thumb when you're gripping. You have a one slot rail here for your laser lights, whatever you want to put in it, whatever. Slide release is pretty good, slightly extended, good grip on it, takes down just like your standard Glock. Serrations in the front and the back, so everything seems to be. Now I haven't shot any rounds to this, so I'm gonna shoot the first few rounds and see how well it does on the recoil, how well it manages recoil, how accurate it is, me shooting it of course. But it seems to be a great pistol. Just concerned about the length of the grip here because I do have meaty hands here. So again, when they come out with new additional grips and everything, maybe a 17 size will be more ideal for me as far as my grip and everything. But the trigger is not bad. Let's see if we can get in there. A little bit of take up, a little bit of roll, break right there, reset. Right there, break. Once you go from breaking the trigger into a reset, the doesn't have a much of a roll through. It must have just like a wall and then break. But I'm sure it's going to get better and better once you shoot it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Standard barrel and everything, and it is compatible with any Gen 3 parts. If you want to upgrade anything, change the barrel, whatever you want to do, you know, you can do that as well. But again, for the price, you get a lot of features, a lot of upgrades, a lot of more innovative slide compatibility for your optics, and be able to you know, change the grip and everything later in the future, which I don't know if they're already doing it so, or they're available or not, but I'm sure they will be pretty soon. But anyway, enough talking. Let's go ahead and take some shots and see how well I do with it. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we got both magazines full with 15 rounds, 115 grain. It was a little stiff to get the last round, well, basically the last two rounds. Being the new magazines, that's typical with some magazines. So anyways, first magazine through the RXM Ruger, and let's see how well. We're about 7 yards, and I'm gonna try to take my time here. Hopefully I can do good here. I'm not the best shooter here, so. All right, I'm shooting to the left, slightly high. Could be me, but they're pretty much a nice little group there at 7 yards. All right, let's go ahead and put another mag, and we'll check the target here in a second. So far, I'm getting that the Glock knuckle here. Now, it is not really bevel on the bottom, but it could be more bevel with undercut there. It does have a rounded trigger, but there's no texture on the bottom at all. It does have a little bit of bevel here for finger groove here in the grip, but other than that, I am getting that Glock knuckle, typical Glock knuckle that people call it. But as far as the grip goes, I haven't got pinched yet, like I was saying earlier. That's my only concern I had with this grip. But other than that, the grip seems to be doing okay so far. All right, let's see if I can put some shots on the head here. I got about 2 or 3 rounds on the head, but still shooting to the left. Again, not just me, and I think it has to do a lot with my middle finger. It just, again, give me that Glock knuckle, but not bad. Like, yeah, I'm not the best shooter, but I'll take that 7 yards. Of course, I won't be shooting ahead, but I just wanted to try and see if I was hit it. But it looked like I hit it 2 or 3 times, maybe 4. All right, let's go check the target. All right, here's my first group here. As you can see, shooting to the left, but one here. Then I started shooting ahead. I did hit it 4 times up here, but again, that could be me. Being that the pistol is not, again, with that index finger, it's just very uncomfortable to me. But 7 yards, not a bad little group. I mean, again, like I said, I'm not the best shooter. But anyways, so far 2 magazines, no issues yet. I'm not going to be shooting a lot of ammo, but if you do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, check out the links down below, and use the discount codes and everything. Helps me out a lot, and that way I can afford ammo. But anyways, let's continue shooting. I had some steel targets, and let's see if we can hit them, so stay tuned. All right, guys, I got some steel targets, left and right. Some new ones on the left here, real tiny one, 3 on the left. Now I'm shooting some frangible ammo that I found that I forgot I had. So we're going to use that on this RXM, see if it runs. All right, let's see if I can hit anything here. See if I can hit the small one. There we go. All right, so since I was shooting to the left, I had to find a sweet spot to be able to hit that tiny one, which that tiny one is probably a, I don't know, 2-3 inch in diameter. So I was impressed. I haven't hit it. Again, not the best shooter, but let's try again. There we go. I tell you, if you never use frangible ammo, real soft, mild ammunition, it is traveling a lot fast. I think it's 80 or 90 grain. You can still use it for whatever. I mean, I've done a video on that. It does penetrate real well. But anyways, it is fun. It is more safer, of course, frangible. You don't have that ricochet or fragment hitting you coming back. So if you shoot a lot of steel, I suggest get a frangible. But yeah, I was able to hit it a few times, especially the small one, 2 or 3 times. So I'm very impressed. So yeah, so far so good. No malfunctions. It ran fine. I'm still getting that knuckle, that Glock knuckle that people everybody talks about. As far as the trigger goes, the trigger is very nice for being a out of the box, you know, straight from the manufacturer. Really like my flat trigger, but this was not more of a flat, kind of almost flat but semi-flat, and it breaks real well. A lot better than the standard Glock, of course, but again, you can always upgrade to your favorite Glock trigger, whatever it may be. Magazines seems to be doing well, just a little you know, hard to load them last round because they're new. Magazine drop freely. I'm not getting pinched like I thought I was gonna be getting. The grip texture does real well, being that my hands sweat a lot, and even at a 60 degree today, no humidity, it does real well. Serration's real nice. Again, I'm really impressed with the RXM, and I know a lot of people got mixed feeling when a new firearm or new company comes out with a new Glock clone, I guess. But this one seems to be fine. I know I haven't shot many rounds, but it'll be a great option, in my opinion, if you're looking for right out of the box, I say upgraded Glock at a good price at that, $499 MSRP, and I'm sure they're still around 425 beans that I've seen so far. So you get a lot for your money, so that's good, and be able to later on get different modular grips, I guess you call it. I don't know what they're going to call it, from Magpul, different colors to, you know, customize or whatever, you know, you like or whatever. So yeah, very impressed. The sights are real nice. I can really see this night sights in the front, tritium, and with the black serrated back sights, it really very easy to pick up real well. And I can wait to put an optic on this and see how well I can do with it. So yeah, let's shoot some more. Alright guys, what do I think about the new Ruger RXM? I think it's a great pistol. Really like the texture, the grip angle and everything seems to be a little bit more preferred without the hump in the back. I really don't like the humps in the Glocks, and this is a great upgrade, I guess you can say. I guess the compatibility to change any parts you want for any generation 3 parts into this, you can do so. Optics ready, fire control inserts that give you the the capability to swap the frames once those come out. You're not stuck with one optic cut, so you got multiple optics cut. Steel sights, night sights, already ready to go. Coat witness with your red dot. And if you want to put a suppressor type barrel, you can do so. Of course, being a Gen 3 Glock, you got great options out there. Maybe the Ruger will come out with a threaded barrel, who knows, but it'll be awesome. Other than that, I like it. I was very impressed with the trigger. The trigger is very nice, in my opinion, straight out of the box. I didn't do anything to it. I like to just go ahead and bring the gun out there, straight out of the box, doing anything to it. And sure, that way we haven't shot many rounds. I want to say at least about 100 or a little bit over 100 today, just messing around with it, shooting off camera, shooting it on camera. 150 grain and frangible ammunition. It ran just fine, no hiccups, but seems to be fine. But I will be getting a optic, so stay tuned for that. So I'll be putting more rounds. Let me know if you want me to do like a 500 round count update or anything like that. I usually don't do those type of things because, again, ammunition is expensive and I'm just one person here. So but on that, the only concern or con that I have about this pistol, it is the undercut here. It is after a while, of course, you can see, I don't know if you can see my finger, I'm not trying to shoot the bird to y'all, but it is raw and hurting. Of course, as people call the Glock knuckle, it is very pronounced in this pistol. Maybe different with some people, maybe some people don't get that, but I do, being my hands are, you know, meaty and fat. I like to have a little more undercut here, kind of around the edges, around, maybe that fix the issue. But other than that, the grip texture is nice. The beaver tail is very nice as well. The trigger is nice break. It's not really spongy or anything like that. The reset, very nice, tactile, audible, whatever you want to call it. Slide release, easy to actuate. Magazine drops very easily. You get 215 rounds, of course. Magpul, never had issues with Magpul magazines. A lot of people have their preferred magazines, but you can use the Glock. I don't have any Glocks with me today, but any Glock compatible magazine, I'm sure will work here fine. I'm really interested to see what other options are going to be coming out on this series of pistols, the RXM. I'd like to see a compact size, I guess you can, or subcompact size, or whatever you want to call it, version of this. In the future, hopefully they'll come out with one, which I'm sure they will. Maybe a ported one, whatever. Port pistol's been very popular nowadays, and I really enjoy as well, depending how the port works and how well it does. But this one's, it's not snappy at all. Of course, it's a 19 size, so it's not going to be too snappy. But yeah, overall I like it. Let me know if you got one of these. Really enjoy it. Again, other than the Glock knuckle issue there, but on that, I like it. I think it's a great option. Again, there's many other options out there, but for the price of this, a little over 400 beans, with the capability to modify, not modify, but have the capability of changing the grips, maybe the sliding barrel later on, the option of different optic cuts, so you're not stuck with one type of optic cut. It's a great firearm in my opinion. So I think Ruger knocked it out of the park with this one. Hopefully again they'll come out with different variations and colors and whatever, which I'm sure they are, because they're going to be very popular. But yeah, I like it. Let me know what you think of the RXM Ruger. Again, I appreciate Ruger for sending this. Again, more to come with this one. I'm going to get an optic for this, so optic review will be coming up on this and put more rounds. But comment down below, let me know if you have one, if you had any issues, good or bad, whatever it may be, comment down below. Let's start a conversation. Let me know if you want to update on this when I reach 500 rounds. Typically I don't do that again, but I'm really interested to see how well this pistol does. And yeah, so far so good. Hi guys, as usual, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, like, share. You know what to do. I try to post videos every week now. As usual, follow me on all social medias like Instagram, when I'm very active most of the time there. Kind of posting stuff like this coming up on the channel for review, kind of give you a sneak peek of what's coming up. And make sure to check out my campsite and every video linked from now on, and as well on my Instagram, where you can you know, support the channel by using the codes or links there. That's the best way to support me, to be able to afford the ammunition. So all right guys, let me know what else you want. So if you want to see any updates on the RXM, and as usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.